regional TCP project. The first was on sharing with stakeholders what the PGRFA, the national strategy, to discuss and receive inputs from stakeholders so it can be adopted and implemented by all. And we did get some inputs from many of you who are around the table, and we thank them for that. And this workshop is on monitoring and reporting on the implementation of the second GPA, aims on plant genetic resources for food and agriculture. And I need to give you some historical background. The FAO Commission in Genetic Resources for Food and Agriculture launched the GPA2 in 2011. The GPA is the main reference document for national, regional, and global efforts to conserve and use plant genetic resources for food and agriculture. The country report on monitoring the implementation of GPA2 needs to be developed. We need to develop this report as it is due in a couple of years, okay, and requires the input from all national stakeholders. We are here today to know from Dr. Stefano how to go about collecting the relevant information needed for compiling the country report. We hope also to hold the third national workshop soon, and we will like your inputs when you will be free during December next month on the knowledge and information sharing mechanism led by Dr. Magdi Latif from the FAO Regional Office to facilitate access to relevant information and to strengthen collaboration among stakeholders. So we need, I will stress again, and maybe tomorrow also, that after Dr. Stefano shows you what is required from the stakeholders and how to report, and the questionnaire, how to fill out the information that is needed, we need the feedback as soon as possible, from 2 to 3 weeks. This is the deadline, so we can start analyzing and looking at the information that we will collect. So please, I would like you to interact with us, and we will be in touch all the time to see what's being done. Thank you for your attention, and I would like to thank Dr. Dost from the regional office for his really dedicated efforts in getting this project through and in following up with us on how it is implemented. And of course, Dr. Stefano, we thank him again, and we thank him on showing us how to, what is needed in the questionnaire. And we hope Dr. Magdi will soon, before leaving tomorrow, we will decide on which is the date that you would like to have this third workshop. Thank you all, and I will leave the floor to Dr. Dost.
Thank you, Dr. Hania. First of all, I would like to thank you on behalf of FAO, all of you, the colleagues from various institutes from AU. Dr. Stefano, who traveled all the way from headquarters, he is extremely busy, and really I was sure until he made it. He's looking after the whole globe in global plan of action guiding all over the world. And honestly, I was not sure that whether he would be able to make it, and we feel lucky under the leadership of Dr. Hania. I always appreciated her help, her intellectual level, and the way she builds the team and they work. Dr. Abiz, Dr. Magdi Latif, as all of you know, up till 70s, whenever we needed to increase productivity or we needed more food, the government, they used to increase the cultivated area under various crops. There was plenty of land, plenty of water resources, so to have more production, we always used to go by expansion of area, cultivated area. Now, almost globally it is true, with the exception of a few countries, we have extremely limited land, almost very, very, very scarce water resources also. Egypt is lucky to have this Nile, but most of the countries, they don't have, in the region, they don't have a lot of rivers. So I will say we have extremely limited land, very scarce water resources. There is no way that we can increase production by increasing the area under cultivation. So the only option left with us is to increase productivity, and also the global population that is predicted around 8.3 billion human population, I will say 9 billion up till 2025, 2030. How to feed them would be only and mainly, I think, by exploitation of genetic resources, identification, evaluation, and then their utilization in our national breeding programs. With that objective, we initiated a TCP project, the optimizing use of plant genetic resources for their adaptation to climatic changes. And also, climate is changing, everybody knows it is at our doorsteps. There are millions of hectares of land, especially in this area, that has been salinized by somehow. Might be sometimes in some countries due to overexploitation of water resources or due to some other reasons. So we have to look around, and I think we could only mainly see the major ally to fight against hunger, also increase productivity, and also identify some of the varieties would be exploitation of plant genetic resources. And then today what we are talking is monitoring and reporting of second global banana affection, how to collect data, how to read it, how to utilize it, because also our region is very weak. And I think I see it in another way, honestly, very frankly speaking to you people. Luckily having Dr. Stefano here to learn from his experience, I was thinking, to be very honest and very frank with you, that Egypt should be ready and